What's up? What's up? What's up? Shout out to you guys. Shout out to the Otter Gang. What's up to the chat? How are we doing? Alex O'Crypto here. Shout out to Brewberry. And shout out to Felix for joining the stream. What do we have? What are we looking at? Are we in any trades? I'm looking at the weekly right now, and we can see we might have a little bit of a blue triangle reversal creeping up on me because this does not look as bullish as it did when we were printing this one before. So let's jump into the charts. Let's also shout out to all you guys who are out there sniping, getting those trades. You ought to know better. And remember, let's not revenge trade like Mrs. Otter, who's out here sometimes revenge trading because I'm making her go outside and hold the router up in the crane position, trying to keep the internet going until we get new internet. And we were talking about the other day, this 3-day red dot. Now, we have not gotten the red dot. We're yelling for more pumpage because I know you guys are in long trades and you guys want the price to go up. And we've been looking at that in the Discord. So shout out to you guys who are in the Discord, giving away the TA for free. You're true otters. You're helping out the community. Join us in the Discord if you haven't already. Links in the description. We're out here. We're giving TA. We're giving setups. I took a trade today. Got out in profits, a quick scalp on my lunch break, a nice 40%, 37% gain, and in and out, quick, buy, made a couple bucks on lunch, back to work, right? I'm a carpenter by trade, and I also like to trade, so working and extracting profits from the market is what we do here. Now, jumping into the charts, on the 2-day, we did get that red dot, and we could see the curve over, and we can see the crossing on the RSI, and the money flow seems to look like it's coming down on market Cipher. You can see it's starting this beautiful, beautiful, beautiful curve. So we can see that this curve is beautiful. We can also see that VWAP has come underneath, and maybe it will use it as resistance now at the 0 line, right? So we've had some bearish signals. Now, am I bearish? Not totally. Am I bullish? A little bit, but we'll get into that, right? Because everybody's screaming for 25K, 30K if we get above that, and that's what you're hearing throughout the markets. Now, here we like to trade levels to levels and extract profits as we see fit. Now, we also can see on the daily here, we do have this divergence coming in and probably bringing us down. We have yet to see a retracement anywhere back to the targets that we have been giving you guys throughout the week, right? We are currently consolidating within this range, and we're wondering where the heck are we going to go, because we get news. If you check today on economic calendar, we got the GDP here, and it brought up the regular markets, right? If you look over at the S&P, we got a pump, right? We got a pump on the S&P, right? So why didn't we get a big pump on Bitcoin? Well, you might ask. Well, tomorrow, I think, is going to be more of a signal, not as big of a signal as this unemployment rate coming up on February 3rd. And it's different depending where you live, so make sure you set this to where you live. I have this set on New York time just so that it's relevant to everybody who watches. You know what I mean? I'm in Australia, so I set this to 11, right? But just for easy sake, we'll set it to the U.S. market open time. And why the heck, when I go over to the S&P, did it pump and we did not? Well, GDP obviously has brought this up, and we have yet to see it come over to Bitcoin. Now, can we continue up? Well, what I know to be true is that options trading at the last Friday of every month, option trades come in. Now, people are shorting or longing, and their options are available to make them profits, right? So the last Friday of every month, there tends to be a lot more volatility, which is what we love over here. So by knowing that and preparing for tomorrow, for me, it's already Friday here in Australia. So preparing for tomorrow, I'm staying up late and I'm trading New York Open. I don't know about you guys, but I think for me, there's profits to be extracted in some scalps or some longs, depending on what the markets tend to do. Now, let's look at what we think the markets will do. Well, we got a pump on the other end in the S&P 500, and we've gotten quite a couple good moves throughout the markets. Polygon, 15% over 7 days, 9% today, right? I don't even want to talk about what the heck's APT, 124%. Holy Macintosh, right? I almost swore, but we know we like Macintosh apples in Canada, so we'll go there, right? So we have some things coming out which will dictate the markets and how we're going. So let's zoom in. Let's look at the dailies. Let's look at what Market Cipher is telling us. We can see that we are currently making lower lows on Market Cipher B. I totally missed there with my trend line, but I will make it up to you by getting it in the right area here. Bada bing, bada boom, right? But money flow seems to still be thick, real thick money flow. So am I bearish? Well, currently I am short-term bearish, long-term bullish, because I still think there's liquidity to grab above us. And we have been looking at this thing, and it's called a dead cat bounce. Now, stock price going up. We had this giant peak up. We've dumped, and now we have this slow-lived recovery and then a continuation of a downtrend. Now, could this be the case for Bitcoin? A lot of people are talking about this dead cat bounce, right? If this makes sense to you, let's look at it on a long-term time frame. And if we look at what a dead cat bounce is, we can see that we have clearly come all the way up and all the way back down. And can we have this relief? And then that's what it looks like, right? That's what it looks like. So can we have this? That's a good question. Could this just be a little bit of relief in order to continue downwards? Because remember, we had 7 interest rate hikes. So we got to be ready for these things, right? We got to be ready because right now people are getting laid off. Right now the markets aren't looking too good. Right now China's having problems. Right now a whole bunch of places are having problems. So why all of a sudden this big pump, right? So a lot of people are saying bottoms in. I'm not one of those people. I'm looking for 12K. I also called 15.4, but we're not here to be calling anything. We're here to trade the ranges. So let's jump into it and look at the 12-hour and get more into the finer details of this, right? So we have the divergence, yes. Money flow is continuing to stay quite thick, right? As we go down, there's more bearish sentiment, in my opinion, right? We look at the 4-hour and we can see that money flow has basically come out, right? VWAP is starting to curve upwards, though, so we could have what I like to call a VWAP rejection, and then money flows stay stagnant, right? So VWAP will come up and it will use the 0 line as a resistance, and the money flow will stay down and possibly cross into the red if we do get more signs of bearishness, right? But it does set us up for a pump, right? Because if Bitcoin pumps all the way up and it consolidates sideways, what it allows it to do is it allows the stochastics and the RSI to reset itself, right? It allows for these things to, as you can see here on the longer term time frames, and we look over at this little stochastics indicator that we have, it allows it to come down in order to shoot price back up again, right? It allows us to wait, right? Look at how wide it got over here, and then all of a sudden it's been really, really tight, right? So if it can pull apart from each other and then bang, pop up on us again, well, that's another case, right? So in immediate future, I'm short-term bearish, right? And long-term bullish. Now let's jump into the closer time frames. Now, I was supposed to be in a trade right now because I gave the setup in the Discord and I'm missing it. I'm currently missing my trade setup. I'm going to go and jump in. Give me 1 second. I'll stay over here. I'm going to go and jump in because why not? Don't mind me. Right now, we're jumping into a live trade. We've come up. I may be in a trade. I may not be in a trade, but I'm definitely in a trade, okay? I'm in a trade. Okay. I gave the setup down below. Coming back to the charts. I just opened up my Bybit. We'll throw this somewhere else because we are currently in a trade. We have shorted the market. Just a quick little scalp. Let's see what happens, right? 1 second here. 1 second here. We traded on the live. Okay. So what was the setup here? Let's talk about it. I just shorted. Not financial advice ever. This is just paper money. This is how we roll. But look, we pull the volume across from here to here, right? We get the value point of control, right? We have just had a big downwards move. Boom. We're coming back. We're retracing. I pull my fib from the top of this right here down to here. I get a golden pocket. Beautiful golden pocket with a blue triangle. To me, that's a nice, beautiful little scalp trade. Jumping into the trades on the live. Quick little scalp trade. Shout out to all you guys who are taking these trades. Setup was in the Discord long before this stream. So shout out if you're taking this trade with me. We can see we got a tight stop loss, set stop loss. We're going to see how it works out. Maybe, maybe not. It works out. But we're trading live. Okay, back to the TA. I'm not missing out on the trades. It's Friday for me. It's the weekend. Gonna have a little bit of fun. Gonna see what I can do to extract some profits from these markets. But I missed a couple of trades earlier in the week, and guess what? I was in a happy camper because I was ready, waiting for this. If we pull up our TA, we can see our levels and bang, rejection zone. And I missed this, and I had it marked out for 3 days, so I'm no longer missing these trades. So shout out to the Otter Gang. Shout out to you guys who are taking these trades, who are with me. Short-term bearish. Let's go. Shout out to the chat. How are we doing in the chat? Get it. Let's go. Great scalp. Thank you very much. What's up, Ken? Ken Ogata. Hey, Alex. Otter Gang for life. Wow. Ken Ogata's in the chat. Ken makes mad trades. He has a Discord. I will link it in our Discord after the stream. Ken is a real OG Otter Gang member. Love him to death. Right. Mad love. Shout out to, I'm going to call you Steve Brewberry. Shout out to Brewberry Steve. We're out here. We're bullish. We're bearish. We're all a bunch of things. Steve's got this parabola VWAP thing going on. He's bullish. You know what? We're out here practicing good risk management, trading well. And that's how we roll. Otter Gang for life. God bless every single one of you. This is good. Let's see how this works out. I'm probably going to get off and go and manage my trade a little bit more. But let's see a dump. Let's see a dump. Much love to you, Ken. Mad love. Mad respect. You are a very good, honorable, well-educated trader. I respect you greatly. Thanks for coming out and saying hi. Much love, brother. So yeah, let's get back into it. So we can say that at the beginning of the stream, remember, tomorrow, volatility, prepare, right? Interest rates coming out February 2nd, February 3rd, or February 1st if you're in Australia. Go check your calendar. You can find it, right? Prepare for tomorrow. What am I thinking? I'm thinking a trickle downward, a fake out to the bottom. Can we get a fake out down here? And then bang, market price on us, right? Because they're going to grab more liquidity. But as I said, prepare practice good risk management, have those stop losses. We just entered a short right here. Stop loss right here. Target is down there. Quick scalp. You know, we're involved. We're trading. We're in these markets. We're in the Discord. So don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. We're always out here trying our best to help you become a better, more profitable trader. I appreciate every single one of you. Thank you so much for joining me all the time. You guys are great. You guys have helped me more than you know. So we're out here. We're trying to give the levels, give the setups, and trying to extract profits. So let's take a deeper look. So boom, we've come down. We've got this big dip, and we've had this push back up. Now there's a lot of room on the 1 hour, which can bring us higher, right? But remember, we're at the point of control here. We're going to have to flip this. We're going to have to flip this into support to continue higher, right? To me, we had this heavy push down with extra volume. You can see the extra volume, right? With extra volume. And for me, this is a quick scalp, right? Because I'll look for this to come like this at least, and then push back up. And then make a good attempt for this level here, right? I don't believe it's going to go straight up because that's not how markets work. They don't just go straight up, except, you know, when Bitcoin decides to do something like this, right? But that's a rare occasion, right? So we plan for that. That's why we have stop losses in place, practice good risk management, and we don't revenge trade if we do lose it, right? We come with a plan, we execute the plan, and we learn how to take a loss, but we also learn how to extract profits along the way, and we pay ourselves, right? That is the main core principle that I can share with anybody who's learning, is that we need to preserve our capital in order to continue trading, to get better, to practice, and to read price action, and then make better analysis and better choices. Look, we're getting a mini pump here. Can it continue upwards? Well, let's jump into the 12 because I love the 12, right? We are currently pushing above my 9-12 setup that I had given, right? So is it trying to flip this into support? Let's find out. This was definitely up here, right? And let's find out because we do have the 786, but I don't like, for my stop loss is just above this wick here because I don't like, if it continues upwards, I don't like it getting above these bottoms of this previous range down here. See this right here in the red. I don't like it getting above there. If it gets above there, I see it continuing much higher, probably to this 23,000, right? So we'll be patient. We'll see how it works out. But in the meantime, let's look. So where can we go? We've been trading in between these ranges, right? This is our range. We've had it marked out. We also had that level marked out as well of a rejection zone. Now, how did I get that rejection zone from before? Well, I went over to my left here, and you can see these wicks over here, right? If you pull a volume, fixed range volume profile from here to here, you can get little spikes of volume, and that gave me this 23,900 level, right? And I continued that over, and I made an area over in my current trading area, and I was able to have that area for a rejection if we came up with little volume, which we did, and we got rejected. I missed that trade because I woke up late, but we're out here, we're ready, and we're learning how to trade these levels. Now we're getting a pump. I'm probably stopped out. Absolutely stopped out. Wow, look at it rip. Bulls are back in town. Shout out to Steve for taking the long. Shout out to Phil if you're in the long. Shout out to you guys. You guys are killing it. I'm proud of you. And you know what? That's why you set stop losses. Jumping into a trade on the live. You know what? You can't win them all. You're getting a wick up. You're pushing this to support now. So it's quite the battle. It's quite the crypto war. So I am still in that long. I am still laughing in that sense. But we did just get knocked out of our golden pocket. The golden pocket and the fib did not prove to be a nice friend today. But that's okay. No matter what, we practice good risk management, and that's why we can take those trades, because we had confluence. There was nothing wrong with that trade, but obviously not always going to win, right? We got to learn how to lose as well as learn how to trade well, because losing is definitely part of it. Winning strategies, scalping, it's all part of the game, but we have to be constantly prepared, setting stop losses, having good risk management. That's where it's at. That's how we roll. Otter Gang, Alexo Crypto, always trying to give the best. So, from me to you, remember what I said. Tomorrow, lots of volatility. Short-term bearish, long-term bullish. Looking for that 24 to 25K. If we continue higher, then we're looking to 30K, right? If we continue lower, we've got some levels on our charts that you guys can take down. I'm getting them ready for you right now, and you can take them down. These are retracement levels that I've marked out for everybody, and we constantly update our charts so that we can be prepared to trade these levels on a daily. So hopefully these help you. Hopefully you can join us in the Discord and grow with us. But these are all our levels. Thank you so much for joining me on the stream. Here you go, and have a great, blessed day. Safe trading out there. Practice good risk management. Much love to you all. Peace out. Take care. Love you all. Bye. Let's go, Brewberry 176%, killing it in the Discord.